Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Rodmotive JT. Today, we're going to be putting some mud flaps on my mother's Jeep Gladiator Sport S. She saw them on the new Toyota Tacoma that I got, and she liked them, so she wants them on hers. She's also going to be doing most of the filming, so it should be good. Let's take a look at the table here. We've got the mud flaps. There'll be a link down below if you guys want to check these out, price, availability, all that stuff. I've already kind of test fitted them. They fit really well, and I like that they're a harder material, not that rubbery stuff that flops all over the place. Although those can be good if you're going over rough terrain or something and you want some movement. I'd probably go with those over these. But if you're mostly a road crawler, these are going to be perfect. Now, they go on with just some screws, pretty easy. There's a couple of stock push pins that you pull out. I'll show you those. They are right here. And that's where we're going to start with these push pins. We're going to just pull these out, and then they go in the holes, actually right here, I believe. We'll see when we put them up. That'll hold it steady so we can go ahead and get the screws in. Now, you're supposed to drill, I believe it's a 3/8 inch hole to put the screws in. I'm not sure if I'll do that. I probably will, actually. I think the screws are sharp enough you might be able to just go right through the inner fender, but we'll go ahead and drill the holes just to give us something to follow through. So let's go ahead. We're going to use the tool. Now, this is just a push pin puller to get those pins out, and then we'll go ahead and get it positioned on there so that it's held and we can get the screws in. Real quick, we're going to do a little test fit. Notice it does have these little indentations in it here. That's to fit over the rivets right down here. Like that they did that. It's going to fit on just like that. Nice, good fit. I like it. Looks OEM, and I'm not sure they're not OEM. But first off, we're going to go ahead and pull off these little push pin things. Mom just beamed me in the head with the camera. You just want to pull these out gently. You probably could reuse these, but since they gave us new ones, I don't really see any reason to. And that one actually broke off the top, so we're going to have to pull the rest of that out a different way. Probably grab some pliers. So maybe you can't reuse these. Let's go ahead and try this one. Okay, that one actually did pull out. You can see it is a little bit mangled, so probably not going to reuse that. The other one, I thought it fell out of there. It didn't. I think I can get it from the back. And I did. There's the piece of the one that broke, which is okay. Now, like I said, we're going to use the provided pins. Go ahead and position this where it's supposed to be. And I'm going to get it started a little bit. All right, just about like that. And you heard it go in. And we'll do the other one just like so. Give them a good push. And that's it. Now, that's going to hold it on there while you drill the holes. There's a hole here, here, and then one right back here to hold this down. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the drill. Okay, it said to use a 1/8 inch drill bit for this. I'm actually going a little bit smaller because I want to make sure that the screw grabs, obviously. So we're just going to drill a couple pilot holes. There you go. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the screws in, and then we'll do the final one right down here inside. So now I'm going to do the one in the back, and then we'll be done with the passenger side. A nice clean fit. I like the way it fits around here. It looks really good, really sharp. Check that out. Okay, moving on to the rears. The fronts were so simple. The rears are held on solely by screws. There are 3 of them. They do still have the cutouts here you can see that fit over the nubs or the plastic rivets in the fenders. So it's going to fit on just like so, and what a nice fit. And then we're going to drill again 3 pilot holes. This one's going to be interesting because I can't turn the tire. The directions call to remove the tire altogether. No way am I doing that. That's way overkill in my opinion. So we're going to go ahead and drill these first two anyway, to go ahead and stabilize. Matter of fact, I think I'll go ahead and get the first screw in. Again, you want to get it just to where it starts to snug. If you go beyond that, you're going to strip it out. Of course, you don't want to do that. This one is sitting in there perfectly. Like so. So now we have the hole back here to drill. If I move my drill bit all the way in, let's see, give me a stubby bit. You see, I cannot get in there, at least not that way. I can get in from the side, but man, that's a pretty sharp angle. About upside down. Yeah, see, this is where you need one of those really teeny tiny drills. And who has a really tiny teeny drill? Nobody. So what I'm going to do, I have a pick kind of device. I'm going to try to just punch through with that and see if I can make a hole. And what I'm talking about is, or are rather, these. They're very sharp on the end. I don't know if that's going to be enough, and I don't even know if I can get a good angle with this. It's pretty tight as well. And yeah, I think I can. The other one I have is at a right angle, but trying to get enough force on there to push through, that might be a whole nother kind of a challenge. So let's see. Just want to get a hole. Oh, it did go through. Wow. Huh. How about that? So instead of ripping the whole tire off, just get yourself a couple of punches and you should be able to get a hole started that way. And coincidentally, it's just a little bit narrower, I suppose, than what the drill bit or the drilled hole would have been. But let's see. I can actually catch that hole, and if it's enough. Don't think it's enough. So I'm going to enlarge it with like a nail or something. Doesn't really matter. And then we'll go ahead and get the other screw in. Okay, got it all done. Literally, it's about a 10-minute job. Unless you're filming a video, then it turns into about 45 minutes. But let's take a look. You can see we have clearance between the front tire and the mud flap, and she's running a, let's see, 265/70 R17. No lift or anything like that. You can see we have plenty of room. See if she rotates the tires. There you go. Now she's going the other way. Look at that. Plenty of space. No issues with rubbing. That is one thing that you want to be concerned about when you're doing something like this. You can see it looks great. Now we're going to look at the back. There's the back side. My little punch method, I used that little tool I showed you, and then I took a real tiny Phillips head or Phillips screwdriver to enlarge the hole a bit, just a little. You want to use teeny tiny. You don't want to exceed the thread diameter of the screw that you're putting in. You can see there's 3 screws holding it in. This looks like OEM to me. I would guess that you'd never know. One other thing I want to point out, never know that it's aftermarket. Notice down here, they even provide a little semicircle or cutout, if you will, for the exhaust, the muffler. That is good because they wouldn't fit without that. You can see it obviously would hit the muffler if you didn't have it on that way. Looking at the other side, of course, it's going to be the same. Nice quality pieces, put on the same way on both sides. Looks really nice. I really like it. Anyway, just wanted to get on, kind of show you guys the install. Very simple to do, and I highly recommend this brand. I've seen other ones, not so easy to put on, and they don't look OEM when they're done. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. Mod Driven, all about the Honda Civic, and Rob Motive, all about my new 2023 electric lime Toyota Tacoma. Check them out, and if you're interested, why not subscribe? And while you're at it, smash the subscribe button here too. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.